Good morning and happy Friday. Rose Ward, stampersdelight.com. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come stamp with me. Figured I'd break out the Christmas mug since I'm using a winter set today. Hop on, say hi, let me know where you're watching from. And if it's your first time watching, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Facebook, and don't forget to share my videos. When I do my lives on my newsletter later in the day, I have the PDF for the fun fold that we're going to do. Good morning, Molly, Jennifer, Tina. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we are going to get started. So if you like that mug or want to check out other stamping apparel, go to stampersdelightshop.com. Also, don't forget, I have my September Fun Fold class going on right now. That's online. That's with the Regal Winter. Hi, Lori, Janice, Christina. Thank you so much for joining. So that is my Fun Fold class for September. I also have a scrapbook online class going on with the items that you see here. It's the Designer Series paper pack with the die cuts and then some of the ephemera packs, one of them. And all the links will be below. Just make sure you sign up by September 3rd. I want to make sure that nothing goes back ordered for these items, okay? Also, I have the paper share going on. Again, sign up by September 3rd. All the links will be below when I'm done. I have my fall retreat online and in person. And again, all the links will be below. So we're going to get started. I'm going to flip the camera. I am going to have a sip of coffee first. Need that this morning. It's a little chilly here. So on page 14 and 15 of the mini catalog, if you didn't get the mini catalog from me yet, or you've never gotten a catalog from me, send me a message and I will get you out a free catalog. Once you start ordering from me, that's automatic. You'll automatically get those for free. So this is the Snowy Scenes, and this is Snowy Wonder. Those are the stamp sets. And then here's the dies. They're a little messy because I've been using them. And of course, we have the Designer Series paper. Mine is all cut up, of course, because I've been playing with it, which is double-sided. So there's a lot of stuff in here. There's also a fly down here. It's driving me crazy. Hopefully he doesn't go past the screen. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to show you, and I had posted this, was for my One Sheet Wonder Wednesday. If you take this sheet of paper and you take the dies, you can cut these out. So this one will cut this out. It's a little bit shorter, but it works. That one will cut this out. And then we have the large globe. So you can make 10 cards from this one sheet of Designer Series paper. Quick, easy. Oop, I don't really need to close those. So again, One Sheet Wonder. Let me bring those in case you missed those. So here's all the cards I did with that. I just layered them white on white with our Snowflake, I keep calling it Snowfall, Snowflake Sky 3D embossing folder. And then we have, you're going to the fair, Patricia. Well, have fun. We have these, and then we have this one. So you can make 10 cute cards from that one sheet of paper. The next one I want to show you, I did this on one of my videos recently. Cute little flip card. And for this one, I cut out those little, there's no die for that, so you have to fussy cut that one. The next one I did was a snow globe, shaker card. I think some of my beads are coming out here. I didn't get that down to, make sure you get that glued down really well. So I did a shaker card using those dies. And I'll link one of my previous videos that shows you how to do the shaker card. Real cute card. Love shaker cards. Not when they fall apart, though. Make sure you get that glued down really well. I'm going to stick those over there because I can use them later. Let's put that one over there. The one I'm going to show you today is another flip fold card. And I got this, I got a card from one of my customers, Yvonne, and she had done a real pretty floral card. So I cased the idea, changed it up a little bit. And here you see that I did the globe with the embossing folder. I stamped and cut those pieces out. And then you open it here. And then one more time. That's the card I'm going to be showing today. And I have one more sample. This one, instead of stamping, I used the dies and cut out those images. So one is stamped and one is cut out. This paper here is from our Country Something Sweet in the annual catalog because I wanted a wood globe bottom. So let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. That's what I'm going to be showing you today. So let's get started. I'm going to bring in my pieces. And remember, I'll have the downloadable PDF on my newsletter later. So the first thing we're going to need is a piece of 4 1/4 by 8 1/4. I'm going to score that at 2 3/4. Give that a good burnishing. Then I am going to take, and I'm going to do this in order here, or somewhat order. Let me grab those pieces here. Okay, so on this piece right here, I am going to layer a piece of 4 by 5 1/4. It really doesn't matter which way you put this. But I'm going to go down like that. Let me open a new Stampin' Seal. I walk around with these in my craft room and then I lose them. So we're going to go ahead and pop that off. Get it started. Layer that right on top of there. And I'm going to go back to the front and I am going to grab a piece of 2 3/4 by 4. Make sure it's going the right way. We're going to use this one. That's going to go right there. That's 2 3/4 by 4. You can trim that down a little bit more if you want. I like to have a little green showing. The next piece we're going to use is right here. And I'm using garden green on this one. And this is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. That's going to get layered right there. So I'm going to go, before I do that, I'll grab the designer series paper that's going to fit there. And that's just a 1/4 of an inch difference. So that is going to be 2 1/2 by 4. The paper really matches. No matter which one you use, it looks really cute. Okay. That's going to get layered right on top of here. Then the next piece we have is 10 by 3 1/4. So I'm going to go 10 by 3 1/4. I'm going to fold that in half, which of course is 5 inches. I'm just going to score that. I'm going to bring in another piece of designer series paper, the same one as the top, and that's 3 by 4 3/4. So that's going to go right there. I could use the other side, but I want to do it this way. For the inside of that piece, we have another piece of 3 by 4 3/4, and I'm going to stamp on there. And you can see what I did on my block is I put the season's greetings with the snowflakes all together. Good morning, Kathy, Cindy, Debbie. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to share my video. We're going to take that one, and we are going to add that right inside there. And then this piece gets placed right in here. So all you're seeing is the outer edges. So I am going to take that piece, glue it down, want it right underneath there. It's a little crooked for my taste here. So that's just, it is a little bulky. It may need extra postage. So there you have the triple, I guess I would call it a triple fold. Now we're going to decorate it. So for this one, I'm going to change it up a little bit, and we're going to use, let's see, where are they? The larger globe this time. Let's see which one we got. So we got this little guy. Let's go ahead and use him. So I am going to cut this and then use the base right there. You can do them together. Just be careful that you don't overlap them. So we're going to go ahead and cut this out. I love when we can cut pieces out and we don't have to stamp. Maybe we're not in the mood for stamping. I know, I said it out loud. And we're going to put this in here. Grab my plate. Thank you, Gloria. Good morning, Gloria. Good morning, Jill. Hi, Stacy, Gail. We are going to grab that. So I showed you one of these cards hand stamped with pieces, and I showed you one cutting the die pieces out. Oops, something just fell. This one I'm going to do both. So I have those two pieces. I'm going to bring this in, and I will put this right here. So you're not going to see very much of that paper with this particular one because it's the larger one. So what I have to do for this is I'm going to bring it up a little higher. I like the other one because it fits perfect. This one is a little big, but I wanted to try it. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now for this piece, because you don't want it glued down to, let me just, you can pop it up with dimensionals or just glue it down. So I'm gonna put a little glue on that. I'm gonna bring it up a little bit higher so you can see that designer series paper. Okay. I'm going to grab a piece of white. Thank you. And I'm going to grab Let It Snow. Let's see if this is just a strip I had left over. So let me see if this will fit. It does. And grab my scissors. And this I'm going to pop up on dimensionals. Let It Snow. When you open it, it's this piece, and I'm going to do a little cutting here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one out. I've already embossed this with the snowflakes, and I think I might have I don't. Okay. We're going to grab another piece. And this is that wood grain. I'm just going to cut this off so I don't have such a large piece. I'm going to do this one. Let's bring in my die cutting machine again. Should be able to do both of these at the same time if I do it this way. Let's cut this off. It'll fit. I'm all about getting things done once, not having to do them twice. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, got that piece. And I need the wood piece. Trying to put everything back so I don't lose it. All right, so these two are going to go right on here. So we're going to go ahead and glue that piece down. And the wood bottom, I've already cut out the snowman and a hat, candy cane, and the little, whoop, he's got no arm. Okay, so I've already cut these pieces out. So what I'm going to do now is just take my regular markers, very small pieces to color, so you don't need, I didn't use my blends. You know, I usually love the blends, but okay. I'm going to bring in my Wink Estella. Add some shimmer to these guys. And then I'm going to arrange them on here. So this one's going to go right there. This guy's going to go right over here. We'll put this little guy right here. I think. I'm going to just trim that off just a tad. They flatten just a little bit. You can cut it out and then put it through the embossing machine if you want. They really don't flatten out that much, and you're covering a lot of it up. So Molly wanted to know if by cutting this at the same time, if they flatten out. They do a little bit. All right, we're going to use some dimensionals, but not enough where you're going to notice it because you're covering up quite a bit. We're going to go put him right there inside the globe. Then we're going to grab him. We're going to put him right next to that one. This little guy, I'm going to see if do I have a mini? Oh, I do. Good. I'm going to use a mini dimensional for that one. Oop, that fly is near my ear. We're going to add the hat. And then we have this really tiny little candy cane. We're going to have him holding that. I'm going to bring in that paper, a piece of paper that I had, and Let It Snow. Again, using dimensionals. I'm going to add that on there. Hey, Yvette, you finally caught me live. I have some team members on here. I'd love to have you on my team, all of you. So join my team in the Stampin' Up! Family. So now it looks like this. And you can see that I mixed and matched by using some pieces to cut it out and then some that I stamped. So let's finish this off. Now we do have this ribbon and I just want to see something. I'm just going to try. I don't know if I want to use it. But what I could do is if I wanted to use the ribbon, I could put that ribbon right there. I kind of like it. Maybe. What do you think? Ribbon or no ribbon? In the meantime, I'm going to take my Wink of Stella and I'm going to go right inside there and add some glitter on this little guy. What do you think? Glitter or no, ribbon or no ribbon? Ribbon. So far I got a ribbon. All right, well, while I'm waiting for everybody else to decide, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of liquid glue, and this is my glue press from My Sweet Petunia. Absolutely love that because I'm a messy glue person. I'm going to grab those little gems. Add a couple more. Let's see, where are my gems? Here they are. No ribbon, ribbon. I got 2 ribbons and 1 no ribbon. I'm trying to open this without spilling them all over. Whoop, see, I did. Okay, that's perfect. I needed one of those. Put that one back in. I got a lot of well, it looks like both. Ribbon and always ribbon. I think I'm going to go with no ribbon. I'm going to bring in my envelope. And let's see what paper strip I have left that will fit this. See, this one I don't want to use because I can cut those out. I need a piece that, again, here's another one. I don't want to use that because I can cut those out. Looking for something. It's hard because, okay. So I'm going to, let's see, still looking. I wanted the little, candy canes, but I don't want to waste my paper, so I'm going to go with this one. Nah, I don't like that one. I might have to cut a piece that I don't want to cut, but I want a matching envelope. Okay, I got it. Here we go. There's the piece I was looking for. Okay, so this is really cute because it does have the little houses, but I want some of those candy canes, so that's what I'm going to do with the envelope. And then I'm just going to trim this off. So now it matches. Of course, I want something for the front. So let's grab my little snowman. You love this card? Thank you. No, I just said, Joan, it probably will need extra postage. I know a lot of people ask me that question, and I would send this to somebody that's really going to appreciate it because you are going to be spending a little bit more postage on it. Or if you're like me, for family, I hand out cards now. But let's do this. Thanks, Kathy. Okay. So there we have a matching, excuse me, a matching envelope for my panel fold card. Double panel fold card, I guess I'll call it. You like that? Who wants to see one on the fly? Now remember, here's the other ones, and they'll all be on my newsletter later, and also I will add these still shots to my Facebook page. I absolutely love this fold, and it's not hard at all. So let's grab, okay, I got a piece of, what do I have here? Okay, I've got, I'm trying to reach over without getting up. I know I have a piece of cardstock here somewhere. Everything gets buried as I'm working. Where are you, cardstock? I'm going to be using this on my Sunday, Scrapbook Sunday, too. Okay, so, ooh! Oh, I thought it was a bug. Look, I thought it was a bug. It's a gem. Oh, boy. All right, let's do a card on the fly. See what we come up with since my internet, you haven't seen that before? Well, I'm glad I could show you something new, Stacy. Since my internet is working really well, I shouldn't say that because now it'll go out on me. Let's just fold that in half. That I don't want to use because I just don't. Let's try, let's see. I have no idea what I'm going to try here, but we're going to try something. Let me bring in some of these papers. Maybe that one. I'm thinking. Okay, I'm going to use this piece up. So we're going to cut this down at 3 1/4. 3 3/4 by 5. I'm going to grab a piece of white if I have it here, otherwise I'll cut one. We'll cut this at 4 inches by 5 1/4. And layer that piece right on top of there. Thank you, Shirley. You guys are the reason I do this. I love your comments, your thumbs up. It means a lot to me. Okay, this one I'm going to use ribbon. Again, I don't know what I'm doing. That sounds terrible. I don't know what I'm going to create yet. Let's put it that way. I might use him. I'm not sure. I'm going to tie this in a knot. This ribbon, for me, a little bulky for a bow. But I love doing knots because it takes up less ribbon. Okay, looking for the scissors here. Oh, there's my ribbon scissors. Let's grab that. Probably cut too much, but there we go. Now I am going to trim that. I don't want it too bulky. Now, because it's got those little beady things on it, little pom-poms, I'm going to do this on dimensionals, so it gives it a little bit of lift. Don't forget to check out my video on Sunday that I'll be doing. Now, Sunday I'm not usually live. I like to sleep in a little bit, but I do upload my Scrapbook Sunday 101. Okay, now we have that. Nah, I don't want to use that. I'm just going to go with a white one, I think. I'm going to go right over that. So since I have this piece already cut, do I want a large one? No. I'll use this one. This should work perfect. Now, I'm not going to use that paper, my Post-it note paper, because it's not going to matter. we're just going to cut it out and see what I come up with. I have no idea. And let's see, where's my other plate? Already buried. Let's grab another one. I'll tell you, I really do enjoy your comments. It means a lot to me. I'll tell you, honestly, stamping is what has gotten me past this last year and a half. And you guys. Okay, so that's going to go right there. And again, I'm going to use dimensionals. We need another piece of wood here. Let's see, can I get another one out of that? There we go. So I want a wood piece here. I love snowmen. And two of my favorite things for Christmas decorating are snowmen and sleds. Or sleighs, however you say it. Whoop. So I always tend to buy anything that has those two things on it. Okay, so I'm going to put this right here. Again, I'm going to do dimensionals because of that ribbon. It gives it a little lift. And let's just put that right up there. And we'll do the same thing with this. See, I'm going over the ribbon, so it gives it a little bit of lift. Go. And I think I'm going to use, believe it or not, I think I'll use this little guy right here and this little guy in here. Nah, I like them both in there because they look like buddies. Okay, so let's color that. Again, I'm using my Stampin' Right markers. You know my favorite thing to color with are my blends, but you don't need that in this case. We're really making this 3D. So before you even ask, yes, you'd probably need extra postage on this. I know the postage is outrageous, but send it to somebody who's really going to enjoy it. Put the globe on the other side so you can see more houses. Well, I can't because that ribbon knot is there. But that's good for the next time, yes. The globe is too wide for that area. But I like the idea of showing more houses, so thank you. We're going to slide him right there. We don't care if he's outside the globe. And let's just grab another one of these little guys here. I definitely like that idea, Patsy. Thank you. Before I put him on there, let's add a little shimmer to these guys. And I'll have him holding the candy cane again. And then, I don't want to use Season's Greetings because it will cover up even more of the houses. So we're going to go with the Let It Snow again. Didn't like the way that one came out. I think I need a wider piece. Let's just grab one more wider piece. Oh, look, I got a piece that's already cut. I save all these pieces from my kits and everything, so let's use this one. I am going to cut it, though. Maybe. Yeah, I don't like it too big, so we're just going to cut that off. We'll put that right there. Again, I'm going to use dimensionals. If you mail the bubble envelope, and like you said, extra postage, yeah. Sometimes I just put regular postage on it and put it in the, don't give it to the postal person, I just put it in the mail slot. Sometimes it works, but more often you're going to want to add an extra one. I'm going to put this right here. I'm going to bring in my glue press and add some more of those cute little loose gems. Oh, yes, Australia, you must be real, Sue, it must be real late there. Thank you for joining us. I'm grabbing the larger ones. I'll save the smaller ones for another shaker card. There are 2 sizes in there. Let's take this piece and cut that down to 4 by 5 1/4. And season's greetings. Whoop. I'm going to put that up a little higher this time. And I'm going to stamp a snowman on there. And then I'm going to grab this little guy. Put him right next to the snowman. So you still have room to sign your name. And then we'll glue that down. Thank you, Molly. And then we will glue that inside here. I'm getting all my Christmas cards done by doing these videos and live. So thank you for that. And there we have the card on the fly using the snowy scenes, which is available to customers September 4th. Let's bring those cards back in so you can see them. Let me know which one you like the best. Then we have the shaker card. And then, of course, over here somewhere are those 10 cards that I made from the One Sheet Wonder. Look at all these. So let me know which one you like the best. I'm not going to pull them all out again. Yes, definitely, Gloria. Good way for me to get my cards done. So I hope you enjoyed today's Fun Fold Friday. Don't forget to tune back in on Sunday when you can see a scrapbook page that I'm doing with this suite. Let me know which one you like the best. Don't forget to share my videos. Leave me a comment. You love them all. Thank you. Number 1. All of them, all of them. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have a great weekend. And don't forget